Welcome back, guys, to Team Smoggy Carton with the MRC Gttcc Beginners League. And this is round 6, race 11 at Autopolis. So this is a full reverse grid from the first race. And we are missing two people, sadly, due to mechanical failure, which is C-Mac and Alfie. So we're going to go from the back of the grid. So we have 12 cars. And so it's a full reverse grid. So we have at the back Willy Wonka in the Renault Trophy, Centino in the spaceship, Dennis in the 4C, Jay West in the Lambo, Kenobi in the Ferrari, Berserker Boy in the 4C, the Saint in the Lambo, SG2 in the 4C, Marco in the Renault Trophy, Locke in the spaceship, Halder in the Ferrari, and Wolf Motorsport in the Subaru. So we'll just go back round. As you can see, it's wet weather at the moment, guys. And we will start at the back of the grid for this one because a few people through their mechanics and engineering department have deemed them to race on softs for the start of the race. So grab your Scooby snacks, grab your beer and a little table to sit round and a chair. And we'll begin with the race from the back of the grid. Just bear with me. And we'll go this way. So we have 2 lights out, 3 lights out, 4 lights out, 5 lights out. And out the door. Again, as you can see, people on the racing softs. There's one for a spin. But he won't get a good start. As you can see, Marco there. Oh no, that's caused an incident with the Saints obviously running wide. Willy Wonka's made up some great places. It got a bit of damage there. Again, you can see some of them are on racing softs in this wet weather. Both Dennis and Berserker Boy struggling to find any grip whatsoever. As you can see, they're just battling with the cars as we move up to the front. So from 6, Kenobi's on intermediates, Jay West is on intermediates, SG2's on intermediates, Halder's on intermediates, Locke's on intermediates, and Wolf's Motorsport is on intermediates. Again, both these guys, with obviously the slow one starting at the front, it does cause a little bit of tension. That's why you're seeing the battle here for the top 6. But Mao managed to get away pretty cleanly there. Again, just a few little door banging going on, bumps. Just need to sort that little bit out in the races. Just give each other enough space. Again, you've got 30 minutes to race. There's no need to panic or whatsoever. No, you don't need to dive bomb. Just try and take a place. Pretty good racing so far by these guys, but as you go from the back, obviously they're sitting there trying to make up places. Berserker Boy runs it wide. Again, soft is not the best option at the moment, but if they think it's going to work in the long term, who knows. Out of all the softs at the moment, Willy Wonka is probably the best one on them. He's actually caught up so far to these two. We'll jump on the board. See how Willy Wonka gets past them. Again, they're just all cautiously running wide. A little bit of a tap there, and Berserk Boy slides it. That's allowed Willy Wonka to get past. As you go down the order, you got Marco in 11th, Centino's 12th. Locke runs it wide. Oh, nearly catches Jay West there. Let's have another look at that. We'll jump on the chase cam from Jay West. It's like Dennis has put his sweetie Skittles out all over the track, ready for all these to make mistakes. Both run wide. Locke runs it even wider. Doesn't realise Jay West was there. Luckily, that didn't cause a bigger incident. Obviously, Jay West now pulls out in front with SG2 in second. Haldane in third. Fourth is Lock. Fifth is Wolf Motorsports. Sixth is Kenobi. Again, he's dropped back a little bit there. We'll see how he's dropped back. Do we get to see? Just go back a little bit further. Oh, that may be why. Again, just bunching up too much, not realising who's on the side here. Yeah, that is one for the stewards, I think, to see. We will carry on. Again, obviously, the Saints, this is the second race so far. Obviously, he's just going to try and play catch up. And you can see how far Willy Wonka is behind on the softs compared to the ones on the intermediate. He's managed to get past both Berserker Boy and Dennis, even though they're all on softs. Santino's down in 11th. Marco's running in 12th. Jay West there in first. SG2 still running in second, closely followed by Haldane and Locke. Again, obviously with this weather being unpredictable, I wouldn't make any sudden charges or dive bombs or anything. Just play it out. Obviously you can just not just ruin your own race, you'll ruin everyone else's if you do anything stupid. Lock there right on the back end of Haldane. Both Motorsports, and obviously Kenobi going to try and go around the outside. Again, door banging, that's not needed. But Kenobi makes it stick going round. This is allowing the Saint to catch up now. He's made a good impression so far. And I have to admit, I will jump on board actually on Chase Cam and absolutely look at this livery that he's done. Thank you for the support, by the way. This is absolutely a lovely livery on all his cars I've seen. He has practiced with us all week just to get used to racing, but that is an absolutely lovely livery. So well done there, the Saint. Again, thanks for the support. Again, these guys, Berserker, Willy Wonka, just fell back a little bit with Dennis. Again, not the tyre choice I would choose, but if it works, it works. It may work in the long run as a strategy point of view, but as you can see, they're so far behind. They may catch up. Again, Berserker Boy just running wide and catching that grass and letting it slide out. Not what you need. As you can see, the track is drying out, but it's still wet. It could rain again, who knows. But so far, Jay West is now pulling away from the top, from the three behind. SG2, Locke has got past Haldane. So these guys are running second, third and fourth. Again, you can see in the left-hand corner that the rain markers jumping between the sections, with Kenobi there running in fifth. Now Wolf Motorsports is now under fire from the Saint. I'll just grab a quick drink, guys. Again, all over the back of Wolf Motorsports there. You can see the Saint running really, really wide. That is a fantastic overtake there. Great job. Even pulls away from Wolf Motorsports as well. Again, you can see these guys so far back, battling so hard. You got 8th, 9th and 10th battling. But are they, obviously, is their strategy going to work? Obviously the track is drying out, but again, the track is in Asia and the weather can be torrential and sporadic. As you can see, Centino's down in 11th, Marco's in 12th, JOS pulling away now from the other guys. Obviously keeping them tyres wet. Try not to stay on the racing line too long, as it's obviously the driest part with intermediates. You need the wetness to cool them down. You've got Locke in 3rd place, Halder on the outside in 4th, Kenobi's in 5th. You can see there now the Saint in 6th with Wolf Motorsports in 7th. As you can see on the top right hand corner, the minimap, the gap from Wolf Motorsports compared to Berserker Boy. Again, obviously the track is dry now, so these guys will be thinking of, have they made the right tyre choice? But again, if it does rain again, there could be even in more trouble. See, just JOS just pulling to the left hand side, just trying to cool his tyres down. Locke in 2nd now, 3rd. Halder and Kenobi battling for 4th and 5th. Kenobi's up the inside. He's well ahead of Halder. Just jump on chase cam. Yep, gets the job done nice and cleanly. 6th is the Saint. 7th is Race Ball, and now you can see the soft guys coming slowly, starting to creep up now. Dennis all over the back of Willy Wonka, but Willy Wonka will be wise to it. He knows where to put his car, how to defend. He might be out in front most of the times, but obviously he can race. He's not afraid to put the elbows out, and he does. Gets the car where he wants it. See, some of them are just struggling, obviously starting to creep back up slowly. See the tyre wear of the intermediates now dropping slightly, or some of them massively. SG2 there just lets it run wide, so does Kenobi, and so does Halder, all run it wide into the grass. That will cool the tyres down, but will also pick up a lot of grass in the front grille. Again there, the Saint just running out on his own now. Just great tyre wear on the intermediates as well so far, and we're 10 minutes into the race. So, to be honest, it's been a great start for the Saint. This is his 2nd race. He's kept out of trouble pretty much. 7th is Wolf Sports. Closely now getting chased down by Berserker Boy, Willy Wonka, and Dennis has obviously dropped back off from Willy Wonka there. Centino still running 11th, Marco's in 12th. Again, have they made the right tyre choice? Yes, the track has dried out, but will there be more rain? You can see JOS still got a gap there between him and 2nd. Obviously, Locke's just pulled away from SG2, who's under fire from Kenobi. Again, Kenobi's tyres are really worn out on intermediates compared to SG2's. SG2 will have a bit more grip than Kenobi. Halder, his front left is nearly disintegrated. But the Saints is absolutely immaculate for tyre wear on intermediates, even though the track is pretty dry. Starting to rain again a little bit, as you can see them in front trying to get the tyres cooled down as much as they can, but it's not going to work. Oh, a little bit of a tap there from Berserker Boy on Willy Wonka. Again, It's not what we need to see. Gets a clean swipe through. Just a bit of a tap there. Obviously, these guys are pulling away now from Dennis. Obviously, Wolf Motorsport dropping down to 10th. Centino still running in 11th. Marco's running in 12th. Jay West still running out in first place. Second is Locke, but getting closed down again by SG2. He's pulled away from Kenobi, whose tyres are really degrading. Is he holding out for more wet weather? Same as Halder, he's literally balancing now. He's literally nursing that front left. To me, I'd be coming in either to swap intermediates over or putting on softs. But that's allowing the Saint to catch up to Alder. Runs it into the grass, tries and keeps his tyres cool. Again, now Willy Wonka's been set free from Berserker Boy. You can see the gap he's pulled. He's already pulled a bit purple sector there. Santino's got the fast lap of a 155.6. Can Willy Wonka respond? Again, he's pulling away from Berserker Boy. Dennis now on his own at the moment in 9th. Raceball still in 10th. Again, his intermediates are starting to wear now. It may be time to change them. Coming up to nearly halfway mark. Santino obviously running in 11th. You can see the wipers coming on, so it is starting to rain again in certain sections of the track. Yeah, you can see it there. So this now will keep the front runners' tyres cool if it's a bit more rain. SG2 has got past Locke again. How did he see how he managed to do that? I don't want to go too far back. And he just gets him there. Easily done. Great job. Again, giving each other a bit the room to manoeuvre. So we'll just jump back up a bit more. So now SG2 is up in second place. Obviously the rain's going to help with the tyres. He's got a lot better tyre wear than Locke. Locke's really going to struggle on that left front. Nursing it now. Same as Kenobi, really struggling. There's hardly anything left of Halder's. He's got a pit. He can't race on a full red tyre. Lets it run really, really wide off the grass, as you can see there. Willy Wonka's massively gained. He's now on the back of sorry, the Saint. I do beg your pardon there. This guy is literally on a mission to get to the front. He's a great clean racer. As you see, Kenobi now going into the pits. He's going to change his tyres. Willy Wonka now gets the move done on the inside of the Saint. Even though it's raining, it's not enough to warrant the intermediates. Now he's chasing down Locke. See, that's allowed Kenobi to drop right down, changing his tyres. Can he make, if he goes to softs? Let's check. He does, he's gone to softs. Wolf Motorsport's still on intermediates. You see Santino catching up. Halder's moved to intermediates again. He swapped them over. Marco's still running in 12th. Jay West. Oh, he missed his braking point, lets it run wide. SG2's now obviously in second. And you see massively now that Willy Wonka has literally gained every second on every lap. Now SG runs it wide. Obviously he runs it wide there. He knows that Willy Wonka's coming up. He's not going to battle him. He's not going to challenge him. I can see the difference in tyre wear. He allows Willy Wonka to get past. He doesn't want to battle him. Fair play. Berserker Boy's up to 4th. the Saint in 5th. 6th is Locke. 7th is Dennis. 6th is Kenobi. Again, I think people are now starting to change their tyres over. As you can see, people are dropping down. They need to change the tyres. Halder, with, like I say, with intermediates back on. Is that a good call or not? And you see Jay West is pulled into the pits. Saint all over the back of SG2, but SG2 pulls in the pits as well. That's allowed Willy Wonka to make it up to 1st now, with Berserker Boy 2nd. 3rd is the Saint. Dennis is 4th. Jay West is 5th on softs. He's come out with softs on. What does SG2 get? Does look like they're putting intermediates back on, but this game does do unpredictability. But he comes out on racing softs, locks in the pits with racing softs, coming out with racing softs on. 10th is Aldair. Wolf Motorsports is 11th. Marco is still running in 12th on softs. So has it paid at the start of the race to run on softs? But you never know, it could rain again. So now Willy Wonka's produced a massive gap over Berserker Boy in 2nd. 3rd is Dennis. Now 4th is the Saint, still running on the intermediates with Jay West behind him, running on softs. He's allowed Jay West to get past. Obviously he's realised that the intermediates aren't the tyre choice now, it's going to be softs. 6 is Kenobi. Santino's in 7th. SG's in 8th. Locke's in 9th. Aldair in 10th. Wolf Motorsport, as it's raining again, it's just started to rain again. Wolf Motorsport's left front and right front starting to eat away now. Hardly anything left. There will need changing. Obviously Marco's still running on softs in the wet weather, but running in 12th. Again, Willy Wonka just pulling out a gap on the rest of the guys. 2nd is still Berserker. Jay West and Dennis battling for 3rd and 4th. Dennis on the outside. Does he get the move done? No, Jay West closes the door on the inside. Great racing there. Again, 5th. Still running on the intermediates, doing well on them. Is the Saint. See Kenobi now in 6th. Still raining slightly. It's not warrant enough to go back onto the intermediates. 7th is Santino. SG is in 8th. And we're coming up to 20-minute mark. So we've got 10 minutes left of the race. Locke's running in 9th. Haldair in 10th. He's also picked up a personal best sector there. Wolf Motorsport has run it wide. He really needs to come in now to change that tyre over. Otherwise the stewards will have an inquiry over that one. I'll just grab another drink, guys. I do apologise. As you can see, his left front has totally gone now. He needs to pit on this lap. We will keep an eye on that one. And everyone else seems to be spaced out now. Yeah, everyone's just spaced out. Obviously, Willy Wonka's now got the fastest lap of a 1:55.037. Berserker's in 2nd. Jay West in 3rd. Obviously Dennis in 4th now. But obviously Jay West has got the fresher tyres. The Saints still running quite well in 5th place with the intermediates on. Kenobi doesn't seem he can do much about it at the moment, even though he's on the soft tyre. say know something we don't. Santino still in 7th. SG in 8th. Locked not too far behind. Cuts a little bit too much of the corner. Does he get a penalty? Don't think he does. He's lucky. Marco in 10th. 11th is Alder. He's come back in as he's going to change his mind over tyres. Yeah, that tyre needs to be changed on Wolf Motorsports. And he hits the barrier for the pit lane. Let's just have another look how he did that. Is it because obviously his tyre has literally worn out? So is his front left. His front right, sorry. Yeah, you can't park there, mate. So Wolf Motorsports goes into the pits. Move up. Do apologise for that. And we're on board with Alder there. So obviously he's also gained a 3-second penalty for his troubles for hitting the barrier and trying to park somewhere where you can't. Marco still running in 10th. Oh, he's ran it wide. Manages to save it there because the grass still will be wet. As Locke is just slightly ran it wide. SG still running in 8th. Santino now putting the move on the Saint. Goes on the inside to the first corner, but he's got Kenobi there as well. Just got to be careful. Makes the job done. Great move. His next target is Kenobi for Santino. Dennis is out on his own. Jay West now chasing down Berserker Boy for 2nd and 3rd. We will jump on with Jay West and see how he does it, if he gets past him. Tries to get to move on the inside of the airpin. Does he get it done? He does. Fantastic move there by Jay West. Slightly blocks that corner off to defend. He does. Great move there. That's allowed Jay West to be up in the 2nd now. And just a bit of lag there as well, as you can see. Now Kenobi's really under fire now from Santino. As we're coming up to the latter stages of the race now. Kenobi defending really well. Santino trying to find a way in that spaceship. Again, using 2 different lines. Kenobi's holding the defensive line very well indeed. But can Santino get the slipstream on the main straight? We'll just jump back on there. He does, he pulls it out to the right. No, thinks twice about it. Again. Santino's tyres do look to be wearing out a little bit more on the back than the Ferraris. Obviously it depends where the brake bias is as well. Again, Kenobi just lets it run wide, but gets the inside of the next corner. Defensive, sorry. This is what we like to see, is great battling. Santino now runs it all the way over the grass, cuts it too much. Obviously he'll have dirty tyres. He's picked up a half-second penalty for his troubles as well, so that's not going to help him. Jump up on board, see how well everyone else is doing. Willy Wonka still pulling ahead now. Again, fantastic racing by this guy. See there now, 12th place, Wolf Motorsports. Again, he's put intermediates on. I thought he would have gone for softs. Again, Dennis has probably tricked him with his sweets. 11th is Aldair. Marco running in 10th. 9th is Locke. Now battling hard with SG and Saint. Obviously with the Saint and SG2 battling, that's allowed Locke to get up close to him. Again, you just got to bide your time. Don't chase every corner. Not every corner is an overtaking opportunity. You just got to find out where the weak spot is on the racer in front. We'll jump on chase cam. Oh, a little bit of a bump there from Locke there onto SG2. Let's have another look at that from SG2's point of view. We'll go on the side cam. A little bit of late braking there from Locke. Obviously Locke waits. Fair play. Again, the Saints still running on the intermediates in 7th. To be honest, I would be coming in for softs and take the hit on the places, on positions. As don't think it's going to rain anymore now. But again, fair play to the lad. He's done well on them intermediates, holding 7th place. Santino still chasing down Kenobi. Kenobi lets it run wide, but obviously Santino's got the penalty. And now they're coming up to Wolf Motorsports. If they're going to lap him, he needs to pull out the way. Again, Dennis is just out on his own. Same as Berserker Boy, Jay West. Again, these guys are out on their own now. Willy Wonka still setting fastest laps of 155.037. You see in the background Jay West and Berserker Boy. Who's got the better tyres? Jay West has got the better tyres, but it could be too late to catch him up. Kenobi still running in 5th with Santino behind. Santino's trying to find a way past him, but he just can't find one. They've managed to get past Wolf Motorsports and left him. Obviously he's a lap down. Again, this is the battle here. 7th, 8th and 9th. Coming into the last. Again, the Saints' tyres are really degrading. Can he hold them out? SG now goes up the inside of the first corner. Locke does the same. Locke runs it wide. Brakes really late. Misses his braking point. Obviously, the Saints just let SG go past. Obviously, he knows his tyres are wearing out. So that's allowed SG up into 7th. Santino, Kenobi. Again, this is all last lap battling. We will move up to the front shortly. Again, Santino's picked up another half-second penalty. That's going to play into Kenobi's hands. Where is Willy Wonka now? Obviously, becoming into the last few corners, he is. Again, another fantastic race. Not a foot wrong, really. Did get held up at the start. Did he make the right choice or the wrong choice in tyres? Who knows? But it has paid off now to take first from last. Great race, well done. 2nd place is Jay West. Great battle for 2nd. Berserker Boy comes home in 3rd. Closely followed by Dennis in 4th. Santino now, obviously, he can't do much about that half-second penalty, which will, if he doesn't, don't think he takes it on here. No, he won't. It will turn into a 2nd, so I think Kenobi will take 5th. He does, and Santino takes 6th. 7th is so far is SG2, closely followed by Locke. I don't think Locke now will be able to catch SG2 unless SG2 makes a mistake in the last corner. I doubt it. He doesn't. So SG2 brings it home in 7th. Locke in 8th. Great racing, guys. And a fantastic race for 9th for the Saint on intermediates. Marco in 10th. Great race. Alder brings it home in 11th. Obviously, Wolf Motorsports is already finished. So that was a really interesting race. Totally different in tyres and the weather. If you do like it, please do subscribe or leave a comment or a like. But thank you again, guys, and I'll see you again soon.